The call was put out and Ghana's smartest and most daring brains paid heed. Some made it through stage 1, while many others went home to sit it out for another year. Meeting the panel was a totally different ball game. By the time it was over, some 70 bright and ambitious scholarship hopefuls had sailed through, ready to take on the semi-finals. 30 stood tall, ready to justify their inclusion in the final 15. The process was threefold. Passing all scholarship eligibility requirements for each of the 3 sponsoring universities, passing all UK education, travel and stay requirements as demanded by the border agency, and thrilling the panel on a task inspired by tourism. Having passed all the tasks, the final 15 were selected and broken into 3 groups named the Champs, the Warriors and the Heroes. They introduced themselves to GH and set out to sell for Tigo. Their very first task, the sales task.
Someone here is trying to convince me. I mean, in fact, she's very convincing, but for the fact that I am very resistant.
This is the Warriors, and we are here at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Woo! And we just had a hit.
We are at the Ministry of Energy right now, and the task hasn't been easy. We've been going around the whole day, and this is our 3rd stop. But it's not been easy because this is a government institution and there's a lot of bureaucracy and all, but we are trying our best to get so many people to sign up so that we can get the numbers and win the task.
The first eviction followed right after, and it featured the director of the British Council, Moses Anibaba, with CEO of Legacy and Legacy, Albert Okran, and CEO of Stratcom Africa, Esther Koba. By the time it was over, Stephen and Elias were handed early exit cards from the competition. Going into the next task for the rest of the challengers, their groups, the Champs and Heroes, fell short by a candidate each. The next task, the film task, was eminent, and Abraham Ohenejan prepped them up for it. To produce, they hit the city and returned to GH1 Studios to edit.
Here we are, the Champs team trying so hard to edit our work.
The heroes at the GH1 Studios. Currently, we are editing the works that we got so far.
The Warriors are at work. It's time for editing, and editing does a lot of magic to very basic stuff.
3 documentaries titled Waste to Wealth were churned out.
How much is the coconut?
1 CD.
Please give me one. I'm very thirsty.
A multitude of approaches exist to classify the various categories of waste. Waste can be sorted either by its origin, by its composition, by the level of danger it poses to human beings and the environment, or by the way it is managed or treated.
The more we produce, the more we consume. And the more we consume, the more we produce waste. And the cycle goes on. The continent of Africa generates nearly 70 million tons of waste every year. It is estimated that Ghana makes 4,745,000 tons of waste yearly.
The eviction that followed was a rather exciting one, as film guru Abraham as well as Amadako from the Search Stages and Tigo joined Beige CEO Mike Yineku in the boardroom. Ahead of that, however, there was the debrief. And then came the kick-out. The Warriors suffered their first casualty as Mame took a bow, while the Heroes lost yet another member as Efiba said goodbye to the challenge.
The morning after eviction, like this bright flower I have in my head, I feel so good.
I missed the task. I was actually looking forward to doing the IPMC task. I don't know why, but I just really wanted to be a part of that task, but now I wouldn't, so then yeah.
Without wasting any time, Mike spelled out the next task.
3 groups in the Challenge Season 5 are tasked to pitch 3 original business ideas to myself and my team at Beige Capital for investment.
To prep them up, our challengers spent a day with one of Ghana's biggest breakfast brands, Coco King.
The initial hurdle, I would say, was trying to maintain the consistency of what we were doing.
Inspired by the local entrepreneur, our challengers got their pitches ready and head up to Beige, where Mike, Louisa and Francis were ready to cut through them like hot knife through butter.
I'd like to congratulate you for your ability